what's up? It is your guy, Mark My Words. And today I want to talk to you a little bit, bro, about getting with somebody who aligns with your values, your core values, and your principles, right? Core values and principles. And how big of a deal that is in relationships and how that can make or break you, all right? So we're going to talk about that in just a second, bro. So if you like the video, if you like the content, man, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That lets me know that I'm doing the right thing, putting out the right videos, right content for the right reasons, all right? Also, if you think that the content is valuable, please share this with somebody that you know. Share this with somebody who it can help benefit, bro. You never know where somebody's at. Even you might be somebody you see all the time, but you might not know they're struggling in an area or with their relationship, perhaps. And you sharing a video with them, bro, might really turn things around for them. You never know. So take the 5 seconds, share the video with them. All right. So core values, principles, how important that is to be with someone who aligns with that. So what we will do, fellas, because it is our nature, right? We like women who we want to have sex with, okay? We like women who we want to have sex with. And that is what we look at first. I know there's a lot of you guys who say, "Nuh-uh, Mark, I look at a woman's character first and her personality, and I really get to know her mentally before I think anything, I have any thoughts about having sex with her." That sounds great, bro. But the thing that makes you start talking to her, the thing that makes you start wanting to get to know her, is the fact that you find her sexually attractive. Men do not, and I repeat, do not spend time trying to get to know women that we do not want to sleep with. Why would you do that? So it's understood that is the first thing we look at, and that is the first place we go, right? In our minds. Would I have sex with this woman? Would I procreate with this woman, right? So the problem is we stop there, right? We stop there. We will find someone attractive. We want to sleep with them, perhaps. It would be nice to, have that type of relationship or situationship with them. And so we don't go any farther than being attracted to them. We don't get to know what their core values and principles are. And if we have a situationship with them where we just see them from time to time, it's primarily based on the physical activities y'all get into, then we end up in these situations where we start catching feelings for this woman. She starts catching feelings for us. And then next thing you know, you're in a relationship. And you find out a year down the line that you guys do not align with your core values and your principles. All right. So there are a couple areas, bro, that they're not up for discussion, right? They really can't be, because if there's certain things, it's almost like having a job. There's certain things that cannot be up for discussion, right? Your start time and your end time. If it's 8 to 4, bro, you can't show up at 10 and leave at 2. It's not gonna work. A lot of times you can't show up at 5 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. because there's rules against that as well, right? How many hours you can work in a day. So there are certain things about your job that are not flexible, right? It should be like that with your core values and your principles. Now, let's be clear about something, bro. If you don't have core values and principles, or you don't know what they are, that means you need to be working on them as a man. Most of the stuff that we talk about can be worked on as we're sharpening up as men. They work themselves out, actually. Like we talk about finding a woman who's fit and takes her health seriously. Well, bro, if you're fit and you take your health seriously, most of the time, those will be the women that you attract. You understand? So we kind of kill two birds with one stone. So your core values and your principles, bro. Now, honesty is a number one core value and a principle, bro, that is not up for debate. You will not be able to have a solid, long-term, loving, and healthy relationship with a woman who is dishonest with you. It doesn't work. We've seen it time and time again, bro, and it does not work. You might be attracted to her. You might have fun with her. You guys might even listen. You might even be able to procreate with her, bro. But if she is dishonest, it is not going to work. So the first thing, obviously, is you getting yourself together in the honesty department. And bro, we talked about this on different videos, but that's being honest with yourself first about everything. Meaning, you don't say anything that you don't plan on doing. You don't promise yourself things and don't follow through. And then when things go wrong or things don't happen, you hold yourself accountable. That's how you become honest. And if you have already become that guy, she has to be the same way. She has to be the same way. Okay? That doesn't mean she's going to be perfect, fam. But she can't be the type that, oh, I thought I told you I was going to that lounge or that bar. Oh, I thought I told you I had a male friend who I met in college and we still keep in touch. Oh, I thought I told you I was going on a girls trip. Maybe I forgot. Well, I'm going tomorrow. That can't be the case, bro. It's not going to work. So honesty is a core value and a principle, bro, that just cannot be up for debate, fam. It cannot be. All right? Also, most of you, if you're watching this channel, this means you watch you probably watch a lot of self-improvement videos, a lot of videos on masculinity, and a lot of channels that help you become a better man. If that is the case, bro, then most likely your finances are very important to you. Your finances are very important to you. Whether you make a lot of money, whether you make a little bit of money, whether you make a lot of money one year and then you make a little money the next year, you take your finances very seriously, okay? And if you are a financially literate individual who lives below his means and you have financial plans, you cannot be with a woman who does not follow your lead financially. If she does not follow your lead financially, not is she a big boss babe and she makes her own money, she makes her own decisions, and she does whatever she wants to do, she don't have to answer to nobody. Bro, those type of women, hey, I'm not even saying nothing's wrong with them. But the type of men that we're trying to become, bro, we can't do it with someone who wants to do their own thing, because it does not matter how much money you guys have. If you do not align financially, you will have problems. She has to be willing to get on your program, or you guys come up with a program together and she follow it. There are some women who make a lot of money, but they also spend frivolously. And fam, you and I both know that you cannot become financially stable by being frivolous with your money. You cannot. Does not work that way. We all had this thought that one day I'm gonna be rich and I can do whatever I want to do. But bro, that day rarely comes. That day rarely comes. And we actually start to realize that it doesn't matter how much money you make, you still have to pay attention to what you're doing with your money, okay? Now, there's a lot of different ways that can go, but the main principle behind it all is that she is willing to follow your lead, because most of you guys are not marrying a millionaire. You understand? Okay. Now, thirdly, now this is just one of the core values. But bro, she has to be cooperative. Now, I know we talked about cooperating financially, but we're talking about cooperating in every single way. Meaning, with the kids, if bedtime is 8 o'clock and you aren't there at 8 o'clock, she can't allow them to stay up until 9 just because you're not there. If you guys plan on going on 2 vacations every 6 months and she wants to go on a third, she can't book the vacation just because she wants to and you guys got the money to do it. Right? She has to cooperate. When you ask her to do something, she has to find every reason to say yes. Every reason to say yes, unless she cannot. And most of the time, that's not the case. She has to be a person that says, you know what, I value you, I really like you, I love you, I trust you, I'm willing to cooperate with everything that you do. Now, obviously, fam, we got to be on point with what we're asking her to cooperate with, right? But that goes without saying. We can't ask people to follow us, bro, if we don't have any direction. What type of sense would that make? But by the time you met her, or shortly after, you should have clear direction in pretty much every phase of your life. Your fitness, your finances, your family, how many kids you want to have, where they're going to school, where do you want to live, how big of a house do you want, even if you don't have it yet. There should be direction. You can't expect a woman to follow a man with no direction. But if you do have direction, you cannot hook up with a chick who does not follow directions. Bro, I'm telling you now, on the first date, or the second, third, fourth, or fifth, she is going to let you know whether or not she follows directions. If you tell her to meet you somewhere at 10 o'clock and she shows up at 10:15, and then she parks somewhere different than you asked her to park, and then she gave you all the reasons why she doesn't need to park there and she's fine on her own, bro, let someone else enjoy her, bro. She has to be able to cooperate with you. And as long as you're not leading her down a path of destruction, with which most of you are not, she should be okay with following your lead. She also has to be on the same page as you financially. And she has to be okay with you guys having a plan for every 3, 6 months, 12 months, even 5 years, and be willing to follow it. You understand? If you guys are butting heads financially, you will not make it. It won't happen. Thirdly, fam, she has to be super honest. All right? Super honest. And you have to be able to trust her. Now, does she have to be able to trust you? Absolutely. Absolutely. But bro, I haven't seen a man in a healthy, happy relationship. I haven't seen a man in a healthy, happy relationship with a woman who's dishonest. Even a little bit. Because, bro, a little bit of dishonesty, especially when you find out, the facts, bro, just leads to you not trusting her all the time. So you never know when she's actually being honest. I don't know about you, but what's the point of being with a dishonest chick? Because you get to sleep with her? There's 8.9 billion people in the world, homie. I would imagine about 2 billion of them are women. You can't find one that will tell you the truth? Let's be real, all right? So let's make sure that we're clear on the core values, man, that we're looking for in these women when we're dating, when we're starting these relationships. Because when you have some of these core values cemented and you know that they'll never waver, you have a good foundation that you guys can build a strong relationship on, man. That's not guaranteeing you it's going to work, but you have a great start. But if you don't have those things, you're absolutely doomed. That's just it, and that's all right? Now, I always like to leave you with this. There are some of you that require one-on-one attention because you are having problems selecting these women. And if you have problems selecting women, bro, you have poor selection qualities when it comes to women. You will continue to struggle in life. You might be that guy that needs someone one-on-one to help you with the selection process because you haven't been doing too well, all right? If that's the case, book a call with me down in the description. We'll get on the line, bro. We'll figure out if we need to establish a relationship to help you get to a better selection process, okay? Might not be me that you need. Might be someone else. Might be a therapist, right? Might be someone in your area that can help you a little bit better. If that is the case, I'll help you connect with those resources, all right? So go down in the description, book a call with me. When you come on this page, just understand, every video is going to be intended to help you. We have to talk real facts and we have to talk truth because we're men, right? We have to hold ourselves accountable first. But if we're doing the work to be able to be where we want to be, we cannot select women who aren't where they need to be. That takes you backward, bro. If you are building a basketball team, you are building a team with the best player first, then the second best player, and the third best player. So if you're building a family, whoever you select as your top draft pick, meaning your wife, but that's gonna lead your franchise for the next 5 to 10 years. So we got to do better. All right, starts with us, of course, but we also have to be really, we have to be really good at checking the quality of these people that we're laying up with, bro. All right, we got to be better at it. It is your guy. Mark my words. I'll see you on the next one.